Hello there, so today we're going to be comparing some super affordable makeup from Aliexpress with some makeup from brands that are a little bit kind of more well known and most importantly more expensive. You could kind of call this kind of testing out some dupes, which would definitely be an appropriate and correct name, but I'm going to call this an all-out fight to the death battle to see if the super affordable makeup can be as good or even better than their more expensive counterparts. Really sorry about my voice. I just feel like my body is just breaking down, you know, bit by bit, from my bulging eardrum to this crazy ass headache I had the other day. And now I'm just sweating my vagina off. So anyway guys, so in this video we're going to be comparing a liquid lipstick, a eyeliner and also a highlighter. I have loads and loads of other really good affordable dupes which I would love to actually, you know, try side by side with the more expensive counterparts. So if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments and I will do more of these. But if you think, oh my gosh, I'm in such a shitty lame video, I won't do it again. So I'm going to be seeing if this super affordable £1.50 Miss Rose liquid lipstick is anywhere near as good as my all-time favourite. Like, this isn't just a liquid lipstick that's a bit more expensive than this one. This is my all-time favourite liquid lipstick. I don't really like the formula, but I love the shade. You know, sometimes in life you just have to say, do you know what? It's uncomfy as feck, but I love it. I'm just going to be uncomfy for the next few hours because it's worth it. Oh, my neighbours just started listening to Oasis all the time. Oasis. So I've done a couple of swatches. This one is the Miss Rose liquid lipstick and this one is Child Star by Too Faced. They definitely at a glance look very similar, but the Miss Rose one is definitely darker and I also feel like it's more pink toned, whereas the Child Star just looks a little bit kind of peachier. So I'm going to be applying the Miss Rose to my top lip. You know when I said this was like more pink toned, I lied. It's not. It's like beige. It's like sand beige. Did I even introduce this? Did I tell you what this was? I don't know if I did, but this is a Too Faced Melted Matte liquid lipstick. It's in the shade Child Star. It's my absolute favourite. Like, this one definitely smells a lot nicer. I'm not saying the Miss Rose one smells bad, because it doesn't really smell of anything, but this one has a beautiful kind of vanilla scent. Okay, so here we go. We've got the Too Faced down below on the bottom, and on the top we've got the Miss Rose. I still think that probably if you were up close to me or some kind of, you know, shade expert, you would definitely be able to see the subtle difference between the two shades. But when they dry down, they look so similar. Like, even now they look similar, but particularly when they dry down. I have actually filmed this video one time before and something went wrong. Everything was going wrong, left, right and centre, and you know, I can't even blame it on my bulging eardrum because I didn't have it then. I have actually already like done quite a long wear test of both of these on my lips, and when they actually dry down they feel exactly the same. They're both fairly kind of non-drying. They lasted like the same amount of time. Yeah, I just think that the Miss Rose one is an exceptional dupe if you've been kind of eyeing up the Child Star by Too Faced, or if you just like nude liquid lipsticks. They do have a few different kind of nude shades, so I will link their store down below, and I will also confirm what shade this one is because I have no idea and it doesn't say anywhere upon its person. So I mean, that's a bit crap really. Okay, so next we're going to be testing out highlighters, and I actually feel like I've got two good dupes for my KIMUSE kind of, this is meant to be a blush, but to me it's a highlighter. I got this from Aliexpress from the KIMUSE brand, and this is what it looks like. They've definitely ripped off the NARS packaging, as you've probably spotted by now, but I'll just do a little swatcheroonie of it. There we go. It's definitely like a goldeny kind of bronzy kind of peachy shade. It's absolutely gorgeous. I kind of use it as a blush or a highlight. And the two dupes that I found for this, Opal by Becca. Oh, do you know what I've just realised, guys? Like, okay, so I'll just tell you the dupe first. So this shade here, which is Rodeo Drive by Ofra, and this is the little Feeling Myself palette, which, if you think about it, really, like the Feeling Myself palette, what has this palette been up to when I've been out of the room? Feeling himself. Oh, I thought my door was blowing open then. I was like, who there? So, you know what I just realised, all right, as I was looking at this palette. So my favourite shade in this palette is this beautiful kind of champagne-y shade. And I've been telling everyone that it's called Rodeo Drive. But I've just kind of looked on the back, and I actually think it's called Blissful now. And I just got them mixed up. So I've been telling everybody that it's Rodeo Drive whenever I've had this on my face. So I would like to take a moment just to apologise for the misinformation that I've been readily giving out to everybody without a care in the world. I'm really sorry about that, guys. Okay, so let me just swatch Rodeo Drive. By the way, that one is so silky smooth. This is what it looks like on my finger. And then I was just about to say, you can tell me which one out of the Ofra or the Becca highlighter I should actually try on my cheeks as a side-by-side comparison. But then I realised I won't hear you. I mean, that sucks, that, guys. I wish I could hear you, you know. I feel like it would just make things so much easier. But this is what Opal looks like. I actually feel that in terms of texture, the Ofra one is a lot more similar, because can you see they're just a little bit more of like a thicker powder, and they don't have quite the shine. Excuse me, plane. Oh, guys, I'm filming with the window open today. I do apologise, by the way, if you've heard any external noises. I just realised, oh my gosh, that plane is so loud. And if there's been any more other planes that have gone overhead since I've been filming, and I've just not heard them because I've been so excited about what I've been doing, then I apologise for that, guys, because that was a fucking loud plane. I live right underneath the flight path. This house was a great buy. Like, when it's night time and I'm just absolutely dying of heat in my bed, I don't want to open the window because of the fucking planes. This is my life right now, guys. I mean, really, I definitely feel that Rodeo Drive from Ofra is the closest match. So this will be the one that I will be swatching today. By the way, I don't know how this is going to work out, because even though I've kind of started filming this video before, I didn't get as far as the highlighters before everything went wrong. Like, literally. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is what I always do, I give my face a little Fix Plus, and then obviously the air gets a lot of Fix Plus. I waste a lot of the Fix Plus. Okay, let me get my little brush. I'm going to be applying these highlighters with a Morphe brush, and also just like a cheap ass brush that I got, which shockingly is just as good as the Morphe brush. I don't know the name of this, but I'll just call it like the silver kind of spiky, quite dirty brush in desperate need of a wash. That's its name. I'm going to begin with the KIMUSE, and we're going to actually use the Morphe brush for KIMUSE, because I don't want you to think that I'm, you know, using a cheaper brush with KIMUSE, because you know what, I want to give KIMUSE the very best of the best. I mean, the brushes are very similar, but I'm just going to be as fair as possible here. Okay, tap, tap, tap. Oh, holy vaginas. I don't feel like I've actually got anything left on the brush, but okay, so I'm going to pop it over on this side, guys. This is the cheap, inexpensive side. By the way, you know, I always use the word affordable, and I know that quite a lot of people don't really like the word affordable, because it's quite a general kind of blanket term, and what is affordable to me won't be affordable to someone else, and I completely get that. Like, what's affordable to Bill Gates is totally not affordable to like everyone else. I read this thing the other day, and it said that if Bill Gates were to spend $70 million every single day, he would get to being 150 years old until his money ran out. I mean, does that not just make you want to just vomit in your mouth and then eat it and then vomit everything back up again? Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. Okay, so this is the KIMUSE. Can you see it glowing away? This just makes my face look like it's been lazing in the sun without a care in the world in Saint-Tropez. Was it Saint-Tropez? Tropez. Oh my gosh, I don't want to go to Saint-Tropez. I just feel like it would smell extremely horribly. But this, I just think it's beautiful. It's definitely on the verge of being a little bit too dark for my fair skin. But do you know what? You only live once. And I just love looking like I've been sat in the sun of Saint-Tropez. Okay, so that one is the KIMUSE. This one cost about £3. As I said, I will confirm all of the prices downstairs. Oh no, we're not doing Opalawi. We decided, and when we looked into this, we did a scientific testing upon your hand. We're going to be going with Rodeo Drive today. Oh my gosh, look how powdery these are. Holy vaginas and balls. I'm just going to put this over here. Okay, I'll just go with a little bit more because I think I put like 2 swipes over here. By the way, this palette is definitely one of my most used highlighter palettes. It cost £25 from Beauty Bay. I have done a first impression on it. These were the first Ofra highlighters I've ever bought, and I just absolutely adore the formula. Even though they are definitely a little bit more powdery than the Becca one, I think I might prefer the formula of these ones. Again, like with the word affordable, I suppose makeup itself is extremely subjective. As humans, we're so subjective. Like, you know, in the new office we've just moved into, we have aircon. Aircon must have been created by the devil of facilities officers, because I spend my whole life now just having to speak to people about the temperature. I feel like I'm some kind of therapist for people wanting to moan at me about being too cold. So everyone's kind of moaning about being too cold. So we say, okay, let's switch the temperature up. We switch the temperature up. What do you know? The next day, everyone's too fucking warm, and you're just sat there like, oh, for fuck's sake. I just aircon, the work of the devil for facilities officers, like literally. Okay, so guys, I've applied Rodeo Drive over here. Oh, I used the same brush. Oh my, gosh, guys, I was trying to be so scientific, but I failed at that. I can just add that to the long list of everything else I failed at in my life. We have KIMUSE, and by the way, this KIMUSE does not have a name. It's just called 4066, which makes me think it's some kind of prisoner, like it should be dressed up in an orange suit. Okay, so guys, can you see much of a difference? So KIMUSE, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, Rodeo Drive, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Guys, does it not look like I have like short hair, like I've cut my hair? And you know what? I'm really not hating this. Truth is, my the back of my neck is so sweaty, so my hair just stuck to the back of my neck. Not so glamorous, is it? As Owen went to the hairdressers for the first time in 3 years and had her hair styled. No, it's just sweaty as feck. Okay, guys, so, oh my gosh, I need to pop some of this on my nose. Oh my gosh, it's a bit darker than expected on my nose. That's not really the best nose highlight, so I'm going to pop a little bit of this lighter shade. Oh my gosh, my nose is going to be like 10,000 different shades of highlight by the end of this video. I'm going to use, the reason why I'm not using KIMUSE, by the way, right now, is because, as we've just discovered, this kind of goldeny, bronzy shade is not the right shade for your nose. Neither is it the right shade for your chin or vagina, where I'm just about to put more highlighter when the camera closes off. And guys, I'm only joking. Cameras don't close off. They switch off. I'm going to go and put some of this in my vagina later. I mean, really, guys. Okay, so just pop a little bit on the chin. Oh, my gosh. Like, really, guys. Oh, yes. A little bit there. I just feel like if you hit these points on your face, it just makes people think, oh my gosh, she is so dewy. Will you let me know in the comments downstairs, do you feel like these two highlighters are the same? I definitely think that, like with the liquid lipstick, unless you were like super up close or like super just, I don't know if I was dancing, like, or maybe like I'm looking from side to side. Maybe if I'm like an air hostess and people can see me doing if there's a fire or some kind of flood on the plane, go out from this door and this door, both doors on your left. Like, I don't think anyone would actually know. I don't really think anyone would notice the difference, really. Unless I was like sat here going like this, then I think they might see that they are a little bit different, but not really, like not enough to make me want to pay like £25 for the full size of this against the £3 for this one. Okay, so guys, now that the liquid lipsticks have had time to dry, what are your thoughts? I do definitely think the top one is darker, but I don't think it's hugely obvious from a distance. Look at me moving like further and further back, like literally just like, guys, this is a dupe. This is a dupe. I'm not going to come any closer so that you can see the top lip is quite a bit darker than the bottom lip, but it's a dupe, guys. Certified and scientifically tested dupe. What's going on in the middle of my lip? Like, why do I have like that massive line? Do you know what? I'm not hating it because it's kind of making my bottom lip look a bit more dimensional and bigger. I'm not hating that, guys. Okay, so to finish off the video today, we're going to be testing out two black eyeliners. The higher end one is by Kat Von D. This is the tattoo liner. This is probably the eyeliner that I've had most recommended to me by others. I tried it out recently and I must say I wasn't as impressed with it as I thought I would have been, purely because it wasn't very opaque, and I found that I had to kind of keep going over the line to get it looking like super black. I'm going to be comparing that today with this IMAGIC one. This one, like, they're not exact dupes in the sense that, like, the Kat Von D one is a felt tip and this IMAGIC one is like a little brush in a pot. So they are kind of a different idea, but I do feel like I actually prefer the IMAGIC one to the iconic tattoo liner. So I'm going to begin with the tattoo liner. I'm going to put it over here on the more affordable side. If I can find a mirror, which I never can, I'm going to use this one, which is my hourglass mirror. I'm using it because it makes me look very fancy. I feel like, oh yes, look at Amwin with her hourglass mirror. I mean, really, guys. I did give it a little shape, by the way, as well. Do you know what? It's working a treat today. Wow. It's never, like, actually worked this well before ever in its lifetime. It's kind of going over the silver nicely. Do you know what? Every time I've used that, it's kind of disappointed me a little bit. Aside from today, when I was going to be trying to prove a point that it wasn't that good. Is that not like just sod's law? Yeah, guys, I'm kind of loving it today. Oh my gosh. Okay, watch me now. I'm going to feck up the IMAGIC one. And this will all be in vain, but look at that. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. Okay, so next we're going to move on to the IMAGIC version. This one is actually really, really good. It's super opaque. Look at my mouth. Why is it like impossible to like close your mouth when you're doing a wing? Do you know what? I definitely prefer this one because I feel like the line is blacker. It was kind of slightly easier to use, although they're both easier to use. But I kind of just want to go over this one with this one to just make it a little bit more opaque and intense. But I'm going to just not. I'm going to just say, no. Let's just leave it as it is now. But which one do you prefer, guys? By the way, I've gone for a very horizontal kind of wing today. I don't know why, just because, well, actually, I didn't plan it. Like, I wasn't sat here thinking, do you know what? Let's go for horizontal wing today. It just happened. It was a mistake, guys, but yeah, it was meant to flick up a bit more, but okay, so I finished the rest of my makeup. I think that this video was pretty successful. I definitely do still stick by the fact that the KIMUSE blush is very, very similar to the Ultra one, especially when you consider the pretty substantial price difference. I would definitely recommend KIMUSE. I also recommend them as a brand, even though I've only tried one of their products. I don't know, I just have a feeling in my vagina that the rest of their products would actually be really, really good. I definitely do feel like the liquid lipstick is a really, really good dupe for the Too Faced. Not only in the shade, although it is definitely a little bit darker, but definitely in the formula and how it feels on my mouth and how on my mouth. Pecking eyelash, can you see? It's always this corner that I struggle with. But anyway, guys, I'm not even going to sweat the small stuff. Who gives a feck? I got a comment the other day on Instagram because I put a picture up of me with like a wonky eyelash, and I was just kind of hoping no one would spot it, but of course people will always spot it. And this one fecker was like, oh, don't wear falsies if you can't put them on properly, lol. And I'm just like, oh, feck off, like seriously, like I don't understand that thing of like hating for no reason. I would never dream of commenting that on someone's picture. I might notice it, but I would only want to kind of make people feel good about themselves as opposed to like just point out an immediate flaw. I mean, who gives a feck whether she likes my eyelashes or not? I just don't know who she was. Like, who is she right now? Anyway, guys, that pissed me off, actually. It did piss me off. As much as I say, like, I hate comments don't affect me, they kind of just stick in your mind a little bit and maybe make you feel a bit sad. But not really sad, just like, you think, oh. But like, I'm not sad because I think my eyelash was looking wonderful. Like, I was well aware it was looking like, you know, heavily intoxicated festival goer in Ibiza applied it for me, you know, so I get that. But it was more just like the fact that someone could be so mean for no reason. It's kind of like, oh my gosh, like literally. And finally, the eyeliners, I think, are very comparable. I definitely prefer the IMAGIC one because I just think that line is a lot bolder, a lot more intense. It means business. The tattoo liner is definitely good, and actually it's performed the best it ever has done for me today. But I still definitely prefer the IMAGIC, so I feel like that's like a little bit of a win. The fact that the super kind of inexpensive product is better than the very hyped up more expensive product. Oh, sorry guys, oh my gosh, I don't even know what that was. It was like a hiccup burp. Okay, so that brings us to the end of this video. As I said at the beginning, I do have loads of other products that I think will be really, really good dupes that I could kind of test out side by side like we've done today. I've got a kind of really good Steel and Magnificent Metals dupe, so if you could let me know downstairs in the comments if this is the kind of video that you enjoy and would like to see more of, then yeah, let me know and then I will do more. That your wish will be my command. I will sit here on my stool and I will do it and have great fun in the process. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic day and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Good morning, Natural Cycles. Tell me if I'm fertile today. I'm not ready for kids yet, especially not with him. He's basically a baby with a full beard. 5-star beard though. Beard life. Would our baby have that beard? Who said I'm having babies? Not happening.
No. Not with that weirdo with a beard. I mean, really,
Natural
guys,
Cycles.
that's
An effective
offensive
method
to
of
people with
natural
beards.
contraception.